Personally, I do not believe Trump is going to leave office without a war. I really don't believe he's going to get through his whole presidency without some type of war jumping off. Now, lately, over these past few weeks, we've been hearing rumblings about Iran. Now, they are getting non essential workers, embassy workers, and anybody that's non military over in Iraq. They are getting those people out of those areas. Um, and we've seen them do this before, and nothing happens. But you now got Bolton, and he's been itching for something to jump off with Iran for a long time, even before Trump became president. Many of us already know this. So this came out in the Washington Post. Trump, frustrated by advisors, is not convinced the time is right to attack Iran. Um, you know, why attack Iran? What did they really do? And this is Washington Post, May 15th, 2019. What did Iran do that's so horrible that they need to be attacked? I don't really see them doing anything to the US. You might see them on TV doing some protest and holding up a US flag and burning it. But I mean, other than that, what are they really doing to the US where they need to be bombed? The Trump administration has been on high alert in response to what military and intelligence officials have deemed specific and credible threats from Iran against US personnel in the Middle East. Okay. I remember when this country, based on the intelligence, was certain that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. And if you remember, they tried to link Iraq to 9/11, which they had nothing to do with 9/11 at all. But they even tried to make that link. But they were certain, based on the intelligence, that weapons of mass destruction, never found, by the way, was there. Okay. So I don't weigh a lot on US intelligence at all. But Trump is frustrated with some of his top advisors who he think could rush the US into a military confrontation with Iran and shatter his longstanding pledge to withdraw from costly foreign wars. According to several US officials, Trump prefers a diplomatic approach to resolving tensions and want to speak directly with Iran's leaders. Disagreements over assessing and responding to the recent intelligence, which includes a directive from Iran's Supreme Ayatollah, their leader, Ali Khamenei. Okay. Um, that some American officials interpret as a threat to the US personnel in the Middle East. Also fraying alliances with foreign allies, according to multiple officials in the US and Europe. Trump grew angry last week over the weekend about what he sees as warlike planning that is getting ahead of his own thinking, said a senior administration official with knowledge of conversations Trump had regarding National Security Advisor John Bolton and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Two very dangerous people. And ladies and gentlemen, I can see those two talking Trump into this war. Again, what is Iran doing to the US? I don't see what they're doing. They are getting way ahead of themselves, and Trump is annoyed, the official said. There was a scramble for Bolton and Pompeo and others to get on the same page. Bolton, who advocated regime change in Iran before joining the White House last year, is just in a different place from Trump. Although the president has been a fierce critic of Iran since long before he hired Bolton, Trump wants to talk to the Iranians. He wants a deal and is open to negotiations with the Iranian government, the officials say. Really? Okay. I don't know, y'all. Trump, we saw his track record as a businessman. Woo, I don't know about him talking to anybody. He is not comfortable with all this regime talk, which is his ear echoes the discussion of removing Iraqi President Saddam Hussein before 2003 US invasion, said the official, who, like others, spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss private deliberations. When asked about the accounts of Trump's frustration with Bolton, National Security Council spokesman Garrett Marquis said this reporting doesn't accurately reflect reality. Trump is not inclined to respond forcefully unless there is a big move from the Iranians, a senior White House official said. Still, the president is willing to respond forcefully if there are American deaths or a dramatic escalation, the official said. While Trump grumbles about Bolton somewhat regularity. All right. So it looks like Bolton and Pompeo are trying to talk Trump into this attack on Iran. That's what I'm gathering from the article. I don't think Trump right now is too big on the idea. Um, he's talking the usual trash. Oh, well, Iran will suffer greatly. Well, Iran is not like bombing Iraq or Afghanistan. It's really a whole different ball game. But, you know, to be perfectly honest with you, I see something happening. I know some people don't. I do. I see Trump doing something because he's talked into it, and he will do it and then announce the attack was done after the fact. And we've seen this happen before with Bush. The attack happens and then he speaks about it after the fact. I don't think he's going to tip off a lot of people before the attack is done. I mean, but you can tell me what you think. Some people think because Russia is allies with them, it won't happen. I tend not to agree with that, but we shall see. I think this will happen regardless to whether Russia is there or not. And Israel is another one itching to bomb and attack Iran. And if they can get the US on board with them, they'll do it. And it wouldn't be the first time that Israel attacked and Russia did not agree with it. It has happened before. I don't know. I think the US got way too many irons in the fire right now when it comes down to the Middle East. You're bombing in Syria. You are still in Iraq. You're still in Afghanistan. It's just too much, but they don't care. They certainly won't listen to Lisa Cabrera on this one, as you can see. But these attacks are going to come. There is no stopping the future wars. They will come, ladies and gentlemen, just like it's prophesized. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I think once again, the US is trying to bear down on a country that's much smaller than us, and they are going to ultimately make, in my opinion, the wrong decision to go out there and attack Iran, and it will not turn out the way they think. You cannot use Afghanistan and Iraq or even Syria as your measuring tool on what will happen if the US go in there and attack Iran. I just don't think they are quite the same as everyone else. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.